Welcome to our third and last webinar on Montessori activities that fulfill children's potential during the ages 0 to 6. As you may know, the first 3 years of a child's life are a time of incredible growth and development. During this time, children are learning and exploring at an incredible rate, and it's important to provide them with opportunities to reach their full potential. One way to do this is through Montessori activities, which are designed to support children's development in a variety of areas. For example, during the ages 0 to 3, children can benefit from, for example, sensory activities. These activities allow children to explore and engage their senses through hands-on exploration. For example, including Play-Doh, water play, or sand and rice tables. Also through fine motor activities. These activities help children develop their fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination, for example, including lacing cards, threading beads, and puzzles. Moreover, gross motor activities. These activities help children develop their gross motor skills and coordination. Examples including climbing, crawling, ball playing, or running, jumping. Language and communication. These activities help children develop their language and communication skills. Examples like singing, reading, or storytelling. And last but not least, creative activities. For example, painting, drawing, and Play-Doh sculpting. It is important to remember that every child is unique and will have different interests and abilities. It is important to observe your child and offer activities that are appropriate for their age and developmental level. Today we're going to talk about different kinds of activities that are very important during these years. For example, practical life activities, sensorial activities, grace and courtesy activities that you can offer also at home and also in your classroom. It is very easy to implement them in both spaces. And let's dive in and let's see what kind of practical life activities we can offer to children. Practical life activities are an important part of the Montessori curriculum as they help children develop important life skills and promote independence. Here are some examples of practical life activities that can be used with children ages 0 to 3. For example, like self-care activities. These activities help children learn to care for their own basic needs, such as dressing, eating, and bathing. Examples include like lacing shoes, buttoning clothes, and using utensils to feed themselves. It is also important to learn the care of the environment. These activities help children learn to care for their environment and keep it clean and orderly. For example, including wiping tables, sweeping floors, and watering plants. Also, there are care of self activities. These activities help children to care for their own bodies and personal hygiene. Examples like washing hands, brushing teeth, and combing their hair. Care of others activities. These activities help children learn to care for others and develop empathy. Examples include like feeding a pet. For example, if you have a fish at home, or turtle, cat, or dog, or care for a sibling, or giving a hug to a parent. Another very good activities focusing on hand-eye coordination, like transferring activities, or like pouring water from small pitcher to a cup, or transferring beans from one bowl to another by hand, by spoon, or by tweezer, using tongs or spoon. It is important to remember to choose practical life activities that are age appropriate and developmentally appropriate for your child. With the right support and guidance, these activities can help children develop important life skills and become more independent and confident. Sensorial activities are going to be another group of activities that is very good to offer children during these years, where they can explore their senses. For example, sensorial activities can be used with children like tactile activities that involve touch and allow children to explore different textures and materials. For example, including touching soft blankets, rough sandpaper, smooth glasses, visual activities like colors, shapes, and sizes, like looking at colorful toys, matching shapes, and sorting objects by size. Then auditory activities. The children explore different sounds and pitches. For example, listening to music, playing with musical instruments, clapping along to a beat, rhythm, and so on. Then very important are olfactory activities that include smelling flowers, spices, smelling different types of soap. Then there are gustatory activities that involve taste and allow children to explore different flavors. For example, tasting different types of food, trying new flavors of drink mix, and experimenting with different spices. This can be a very fun activity, for example, by wearing a blindfold and giving different type of fruits to taste for children. And they can guess what kind of fruit they are tasting, for example. It enhances the understanding of the world around them, these kind of activities. Then it is a right time to offer grace and courtesy activities, as they help children develop social skills and behaviors that are respectful and considerate of others. Some examples of grace and courtesy activities that can be used are, for example, greeting others. Very simple but very important activity. Children can practice saying hello and goodbye to others, shaking hands or giving hugs, for example, to family members or friends. Asking for permission. Children can practice asking permission to do things such as borrow a toy or use a bathroom. Then sharing. Children can practice sharing toys and materials with their peers. Waiting for their turn, very important, very difficult to learn. So they can wait for their own turn when they would like to use a material. It is also important to practice saying please and thank you when someone does something for them. And apologizing. Children can practice apologizing when they can make a mistake or when they hurt someone's feelings. It is important to remember to model and teach grace and courtesy behaviors to children, as they may not understand these concepts naturally. With the right support and guidance, children can learn to be considerate and respectful of others and develop important social skills. Another very fun activity is to have a daily routine, and it helps children feel secure and provides a sense of structure and predictability. And how can you do this? I would like to give you some examples. How can you have a routine throughout the day? For example, morning routine. This can include activities such as waking up, getting dressed, eating breakfast, getting ready for the day. Then outdoor time. This can include activities such as going for a walk, playing in the yard, exploring the natural environment. Work time. This can include activities such as completing assigned work, exploring materials and activities, and engaging in independent play, giving space to children. Lunchtime. This can include activities such as preparing and eating lunch, cleaning up, engaging in social interactions. Then nap time, like resting, reading, or listening to quiet music. Then have an afternoon routine, like completing any remaining work from the morning, engaging in outdoor play, participating in group activities. Then an evening routine, having like preparing and having dinner, cleaning up, getting ready for bedtime and for sleep. It is important to remember to be flexible and adapt the daily routine to meet the needs and interests of your child. With the right balance of structure and flexibility, a daily routine can help children feel secure and supported and allow them to thrive. So when you are deciding to making your child's or doing your child's daily routine, you don't need to think about like a very strict rule that it has to be like this or that. It's an ongoing process, always, like the prepared environment. You see what works for your child and what doesn't work for your child, and you will use those things that work best for your child, so they can feel free, they can feel relaxed and secure in this daily routine and in this environment. And you will see that all these things work so much nice together, like when they come together. The observations, the prepared environment, your mindset that you're offering your child to be free, because they are also part of our society. They are not like somebody's, of course they are somebody's that we are taking care of, but they have to be considered as equal members of our society. And to think about that, they have a voice, and we have to listen to that voice that they have, because they are our future. So let's offer the best we can to our children, because in the future they are going to make the world for us. So I hope that you liked all these 3 modules, and I hope that you will continue working with me, because in the future there will be many other opportunities that we're going to discuss other things in details that will help you to understand more and to guide you in this beautiful journey of focusing on your child and preparing the right conditions for your child, so they can thrive and they can blossom. So thank you for watching me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you next time.